Welcome to Fintech Taipei 2022 and our opening ceremony. I am the MC today, Grace Huang. It's been 3 years. Fintech Taipei 2022 exhibition is again holding an offline expo. Now, with the pandemic going on, we can see that the digital transformation has been expedited for many sectors, leading a rise to fintech technology. Our scale of the expo this year has attracted over 17 countries around the world, becoming the biggest platform. I am sure that today's exhibition and performance will give you great experiences, and with all of our organizations, our sponsors, our guests, and our advisors, and our embassies pulling all of our energies, we would like to welcome you all to today's event. Now, to kick off our opening ceremony, we would like to welcome the G Drums for an opening performance. Thank you so much to G Drums for that amazing performance to our opening ceremony. Thank you so much. Now I would like to introduce our guests today, including government organizations, advisors, and organizers, as well as the sponsors of today's event, the sponsors of the Fintech Development Fund. Now please stand and wave to the audience when you hear your name later. First of all, we would like to welcome our Vice Premier of the Executive Yuan Shen Rongjing. Thank you for attending. The Chairperson Dr. Huang Tianmu, Financial Supervisory Commission, also the advisor of Fintech Taipei 2022, Executive Secretary Su Peiyu, Anti-Money Laundering Office of Executive Yuan, Financial Supervisory Commission General Secretary Cai Fulong, Director General Zhang Xiuyuan, Banking Bureau of FSC, Brenda Hu, Executive Secretary of the Fintech Center FSC. We would also like to welcome the organizers of today's event, Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions Acting Chair, as well as the Chairman of the Non-Life Insurance Association of the ROC. Also one of the sponsors of the Fintech Development Fund, Secretary General of Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions. Taiwan Academy of Banking and Finance, Hank C.C. Huang, the President. We would also like to thank all of our guests for attending. We would also like to thank the 13 sponsors of our FinTech Development Fund. The funding for FinTech Taipei this year is supported by FinTech Development Fund. So please stand up and wave to the audience when you hear your name. First of all, Chairman Lei Zhongda, the Bankers Association of the Republic of China. Chairman Chen Junhong, Securities Dealer Association. Chairman Chen Peijun, Chinese National Futures Association. Chairman Liu Zongsheng, Securities Investment Trust and Consulting Association of ROC. Taiwan Futures Exchange Chairman Wu Zixing. Great Thai Securities Market Chairman Chen Yongchen. Taiwan Depository and Clearing Corporation Chairman Zhu Hanqiang. Joint Credit Information Center Chairman Guo Jianzhong. Financial Information Corporation Limited Chairman Lin Guoliang. Taiwan Stock Exchange General Manager Jian Lizhong. National Credit Card Center of ROC General Manager Ling Dongliang. Republic of China Life Insurance Business Association Deputy Secretary General Jin Yihui. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors and delegates, and I would like to thank all of you for being here today. We have a lot of embassies and delegations and our guests from financial institutions and friends from abroad today. Unfortunately, in the interest of time, we cannot introduce everyone, but thank you very much for coming together to witness this important event of FinTech Taipei 2022. Now, to begin with, we would like to welcome the Secretary General of Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions to give us an opening remark. Thank you, Secretary General Wu. Vice Premier Executive Yuan and Dr. Huang, our acting chairman, President Hank, all of our friends of the media, all of our guests, good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for taking time to participate in the opening ceremony of FinTech Taipei 2022. Under the pandemic, we have been compromised for 3 years. However, the FinTech Taipei is able to greet everyone this year in a physical event. Therefore, I would like to thank, on behalf of the Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions, I would like to welcome all of you to be here to witness the development results of financial industries in Taiwan. The feature of this year's expo features 18 countries, over 150 financial institutions and startups in the expo. The booth here is more than the scale we've had before, with over 100 innovative demonstrations. We have FinTech seminars, we have from home and abroad FinTech demonstrations, and also innovative FinTech demonstrations from schools. We also have other conferences. Later on, we will also have our commissioner here to participate in the award ceremony. Therefore, I would like to welcome you all to also stay for the award ceremony as well. Next, to share with you how we have done in FinTech in the past few years and how important we think it is. In 2022, the World Digital Competitiveness Index shows that out of the 36 countries in the world, Taiwan ranks 11th, among which 8 indices shows that Taiwan is top 3 in the world, among which one of the index evaluates the digital innovative technology, which we are the most outstanding, including banking, financial services, support to this sector, that is fintech, which can show that is how much we are recognized in fintech in the world. And also showing from the stats, we can see that this industry really cares about fintech. We can look at the funding that's invested by the financial sector. Last year, according to, there's been a 58.9 billion, and this year we will be investing double the amount, over 31 billion new Taiwanese dollars. And we can see the number of employees in fintech has also increased in the past 2 years. And we can see in the collaboration between startups and financial institutions, they have also accelerated in their developments by 16%, which we can see that the financial institutions have invested greatly in fintech. And also the TFFU has been supported greatly by the competent authority, and we have built up a physical ecosystem, a fintech park, and that park is now a platform for exchange over the past 4 years. Over the past few years, we have fostered over 140 startups, among which they have been over 30 of them were in the sandbox, and some of them have successfully applied for IPO and have been seen or merged or purchased by unicorns around the world. And in terms of international cooperation, we have also worked with UK, Australia, US, France, Poland, and have signed fintech MOUs.
Now let's take a look at the Far Vision magazine's statistics that show that they would like to see financial sector giving incentives and support to fintech startups. And in terms of our park, we are a cradle and incubator of the fintech startups. That is definitely our responsibility. Therefore, we are going to launch a series of incentives to our fintech startup teams, and they are going to be support for regulatory sandbox application and also a financing platform to match the fintech startups as well as the resources. So also across Taiwan, we are going to set up on campus regulatory sandbox pilot sites. So we have National Taiwan University, Cheng Kung University, Zhongzheng University across Taiwan, and we are going to add in another 2 universities into this program by the end of this year. And for Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions, we are going to follow the government directory of fintech development. We are going to have also a pilot site in our park, and also this year we have a self-sovereign verification in order to echo the government's policy for green fintech technology. So we so far have 4 teams for this self-sovereign authentication, which include Taiwan Microsoft and Credit Investigation Center, and together with several banks, including Yushan Bank, Taixing Bank, and Xinguang Bank, and also Huanan banks. Together, they are going to join force for SMEs in Taiwan for the development of green finance. So this is going to be an umbrella program with the purpose for for bank support to SMEs in the process of developing green financing and in terms of launching these financial products so they can develop some basic indicators. We know ESG is actually important international trend, and Taiwan is actually a export-driven economy, and we also is an important part integral to the international supply chain. And in terms of international carbon tax impact, and for SMEs which lack the resources required for carbon reduction, they are facing ever more important challenges. So they would need our support and also support from financial sector. And for our Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions and also our FinTech Park. With the support of regulators, we will definitely bring out the potential of our platform, and we are going to serve as an intermediary for our FinTech startups and also help them to connect with financial sector to drive FinTech development and financial development. And now we would like to encourage all of the participants to go to visit the booth now here at Fintech Taipei. I believe this is going to be a very rewarding experience for you, and wish you a pleasant day and successful event. Thank you. Thank you, Secretary General Wu Dangjie. Now we would like to invite our core organizer, President C.C. Huang Hank from Taiwan Academy of Banking and Finance. Now please join me to welcome President Huang. Vice Premier Shen and also Dr. Huang and Commissioner Huang, and also dear guests, important guests, and also our foreign friends, and also our friends from media. Good morning. First, I would like to express my gratitude to Vice Premier Shen for coming over to show your support. And because of FSC, and including our roadmap for fintech development, and also that fintech co-creation platform, give us the opportunity to finally have a physical fintech expo here right now after 2 years of pandemic. And here on behalf of our chairperson, Cho Shuzhen, and also our organization, I would like to express my gratitude to all the leaders here, because in 2018 and 19 we have 2 physical exhibitions consecutively, but because of the pandemic we moved online, and this year we have the opportunity to pull our strengths together again to throw a physical event together. So I have 3 takeaways from this experience to share with you. Through this platform, fintech players, be it within institutions or startup teams, their efforts can become visible to everyone, because in the past 2 to 3 years, because of the pandemic actually drive the development of all kinds of innovations and disruptions. And you are going to see on at our exhibition that these startup teams, they are the young generation, that they are the powerhouse that will propel our development in financial sector. And you're going to see the fruits of their 2 years effort. And also we have this platform to share our experiences among our colleagues, so we can learn from each other. Today we are going to see the players. They are not really done up in their traditional uniforms. So today they are going to share their experience in terms of lending, credit, and payment. And they can actually give different ideas and brainstorm about these different areas development in fintech. And thirdly, I think the most important part is that for the overall financial sector, we can actually contribute to the society and to the world, and we can showcase our power and also our strong momentum, always trying to improve our services to our consumers, and we can achieve these great goals together. And this year, we would like to achieve the goal more fintech, more different as our theme. So with all kinds of different fintech services, we can actually earn more trust from our consumers and general public. And for our organizers, in the process of preparation of the Taipei Fintech Expo, you can not only just visit booths, we also have these avatar for you, so you can have access to your Line app. And for all of our visitors here, and at the end of the event, you are going to get a recommendation of the best platform for visiting this platform. So you will have access to the latest development and update, and also you will have the first-hand experience with the fruits of our 2 years efforts. And we have seen a total different landscape after 2 years of efforts, and it's really our honor to be able to organize this event. And with our advisor support, FSC, I believe that we are going to together have a very promising future. Again, I would like to give my thanks to Vice Premier Shen from Executive Yuan and also FSC officials for showing your support to our event. And I wish you a lovely and successful event. Thank you very much. Again, I would like to thank Hank from as our organizer representative, and make sure that you give our Line app a try. And now I would like to also invite advisor of this event, Chairperson Dr. Huang Tianmu from FSC. Please join me to welcome the Chairperson Dr. Huang Tianmu. Vice Premier Shen from Executive Yuan, and also a chairperson and officials from FSC, and also our representative from Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions and friends from the press, and also the leaders in the industry, and also all the foreign diplomats in Taiwan. Good morning. And it's really my pleasure to be able to attend such a great event. And I would like to again to thank Vice Premier Shen for making your time to show your support to our event, and also TFAB for your support and efforts for organizing this event. And I think this is actually quite a rare opportunity after the pandemic. We have a physical event. So I have 3 takeaways from this event. First is collaboration. I think in 2015 in May, so according to Economist article, which quoted sling and arrows from Hamlet. So sling and arrows taken from Shakespeare's works, which means that the pandemic is a torture. Of course, that in the script it was a torture to the prince Hamlet. So it was a description used for fintech's impact on the development of financial sector. So it's going to become like a sling and arrow experience. And when I was still a chairperson of FSC, we actually drafted the future roadmap of fintech and financial sector development. And 7 years have passed. We have seen at least in Taiwan, the technology industry players, it seems that we haven't seen this cutting-throat competition between the 2 sectors. We actually see that the 2 parties are actually working together, which means that sling and arrow probably means a challenge, but it's naturally or zero-sum game. So it's actually a good opportunity that encourages to work together. So when you visit all our booths, you are going to see and witness the collaboration between financial sector and technology players. And you are going to see this is the kind of relationship that drives innovation. And recently, I just talked to a fintech representatives in Asia Pacific. So during our conversation, this representative give a highly recognition of our collaboration, and also according to their observation, a lot of times it's more collaboration rather than competition. So today we are going to see these different booths. You are going to witness maybe to a certain degree some competition, but you are going to see mostly collaboration. So this is not just a zero-sum game. This is very important because collaboration is the key. And secondly, I see ingenuity, and in the process of fintech development, we have seen this is actually a turbulent time, and because we brainstorm together, we turn risk into opportunity. That turbulence was created by the pandemic. We face a lot of the innovation today. They are the results of the pandemic because we cannot have face-to-face collaboration. So that drives our innovation. In 2020, some old statistics show that Dario Ridario in an interview said that humankind's the best solution to pandemic, the best solution of humankind is human ingenuity, and through creativity and inventiveness, that is the best tools for humankind to tackle the pandemic. It's not just vaccines he was referring to. He was talking about financial sector. So we actually now come to witness that across the globe in the past 3 years with ingenuity as well as creativeness, the global different countries actually drive different ways to tackle the pandemic, and we have seen a lot of adjustment during the pandemic. So there is no turning point after the pandemic. We will continue much forward.
The third is human-centered. I feel that technology comes from humanity, and if the budget comes from the public, you need to serve the public. That's the basic. We're so happy to see that in the past decade in our development, at least 3.5 billion population moves from no bank account to having access to banking services and bank account. And I think that's remarkable achievement of the humanity. Serving the people in the society that are more marginalized to having access to banking services, and I believe that's the real value and the biggest value of fintech. And I hope that in the future, profit-seeking may be an important goal, but how to really serve more people, especially people at the bottom of the triangle, of the pyramid, should be an important value that drives fintech. If we cannot have that, if we don't have that legality and that legitimacy, that shouldn't be the most important goal of fintech. Therefore, cooperation, innovation, and human-centered, I personally believe that is the most important essence and essential value to fintech development. And as the competent authority, the challenges that we have faced are mainly two. First of all, would be the scope of our regulation. When technology is entering the sector of finance, the most important guiding principle is the same event, you need to apply the same game, same activity, same risk, same rules. However, in the collaboration of technology and financial sector, especially in the designs, the boundaries are very difficult to determine. There are also a lot of third-party commissions. So we see regulators around the world when they are facing fintech, and also the commissioning of cloud services. It's very difficult to determine the boundary of our regulation. If it's too strict, you are hindering innovation. But too innovative, there are a lot of risks. So it's the most difficult challenge for us to set an appropriate boundary. And the second is the public's trust of fintech, because fintech and technology brings a lot of convenience, but people are worried about data security and worried about cyber security. So I believe that people's trust in the product is something that we need to work on. So I think from 2015 to this year, the development in fintech has demonstrated our wisdom. We have overcome a lot of difficulties. We work with people innovatively to create the result that we have today. But right now, there are still a lot of issues that we need to face, a lot of international, financial, and political challenges that exist. But just like for the past 7 years, we have faced all of our obstacles with wisdom. And I would like to quote from Churchill, the pessimistic sees difficulty in opportunities, but optimists see opportunity in difficulty. And I hope that is the spirit for us, and I wish the big success to our two-day event. Thank you very much, Chairperson Huang, for your encouragement and also your opening remark. You talked about collaboration, ingenuity, and also human-centered. All of these are important values. We would also like to thank our government departments, organizations for their continued support to pooling their efforts and results to establish the Fintech Development Fund. We're so honored to have our Vice Premier of Executive Yuan to be with us here today. I would now like to invite our Vice Premier on stage for an opening remark. Chairperson Huang of FSC, our Chairperson Li, and also Secretary General Wu of Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions, our honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the media, good morning. Today, our Premier Su of Executive Yuan is stuck at the Legislative Yuan and cannot be here, so I am here on his behalf. Our Fintech Taipei 2022 Fintech Expo opening ceremony here, we are talking about the theme today, which is Fintech. It is the digital innovation of the financial sector to improve the efficiency and the effect of the financial sector, and also an important boost for financial inclusion. We would like to thank the FSC for working with the TABF and TFFU to organize the Fintech Taipei Expo with an exhibition on fintech to demonstrate the developments achieved by fintech and how it has impacted our lives and our consumption, and also creating new opportunities for business sectors to attract investment and talent and exchange on international trends. When we talk about fintech, there is unlimited potentials. According to the stats of FSC, in 2022, the fintech industry, as mentioned by many of you, there is an estimated investment of over 31 billion new Taiwanese dollars in this sector, which shows how much people care about this topic. And also more and more people know how important it is to build up our own fintech capability and work with the expertise of these fintech companies. As Chairperson Huang talked about, collaboration is more and more commonly seen. The Executive Yuan has also used the forward-looking structure 2.0 to reinforce our digital infrastructure. So we hope that with the prevalence of fintech, more and more people can benefit the financial and convenient and safe digital services through fintech. And we, through our advanced network and also the industrial digital transformation and the 5G infrastructure construction, will all help to implement the next decade for Taiwan in digital development. In terms of talent, the international financial institution has been established this year, and we work with the industry to come up with practical and forward-looking training courses to train the cross-generation talent for the future to really be aligned with the international trend. And FSC encourage financial institutions to employ these financial talents and has pushed forward and facilitated the credential system to really hope to boost the talent fostering. We hope that the freedom in economy and all of this in Taiwan will facilitate, including the development in fintech as well as information security and customer experience to provide safe and customized services. The traditional and incumbent financial institutions must also review their customer demands and to speed up and expedite their development in fintech and improve your financial formats and patterns to create a win-win result. Here, I would like to again thank the organizers for hosting the Fintech Taipei 2022. And I would like to thank all of the financial institutions here and startups from home and abroad to be here in Taipei to provide more resources to the fintech industry in Taiwan and to share your experiences. Finally, I would like to wish Fintech Taipei 2022 a great success and all of you good health. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vice Premier Shen, for being here at the Fintech Taipei 2022 and for your encouragement to us. We know that it's been 3 years for us to really meet in person. I am sure everybody is filled with expectations, and now we move into the most important part of our opening ceremony, which is the activation ceremony. We would later like to invite our guests on stage for this activation ceremony. We would like to again invite our chairperson, Dr. Huang Tianmu of FSC, and acting chairman Li Songji of the Taiwan Federation of Financial Unions, the Secretary General Wu, and President Hank Huang of TABF, as well as our Vice Premier Shen Rongjin of Executive Yuan on stage. Now we would like to welcome these guests on stage. Later on, we would like to invite everyone to count down from 5. By then, at the count of 1, we would like all of you to place your hands on the button and we will say Fintech Taipei 2022. Now we would like to invite everyone to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please press the button. Fintech Taipei 2022 is now officially launched. Thank you so much for your applause. We would like to invite our guests to look at the camera in the center. Next, please look at the cameras on your right-hand side. Next, please look at the cameras on the left-hand side. Finally, I would like to invite our guests on stage to give you a thumbs up for Fintech Taipei. We'd also like to thank our friends in the media for capturing this momentous event. After 3 years, I'm sure this is a moment everyone is looking forward to now. We would like to again thank all of our guests on stage. This concludes our opening ceremony today. We welcome you to join us at this venue for the next 2 days for all of our exhibitions and our seminars and participate in many exchanges. We would like to again thank all of you for being here, and I wish you a wonderful 2 days. If there are any questions you have, feel free to approach our staff. Thank you very much.